In this video, I'm gonna show a throwing progression. So what I like to do before I actually physically throw a ball is I like to get my shoulder warm and get it loose. So I will link a video here of me showing that. So the first thing that I like to do in my progression is I will either start on one knee, square to my partner, or I'll be standing with my feet a little bit wider, square to my partner. If I go on my knee, I'm a righty, my right leg is gonna be out and my left knee is gonna be down. I know this is gonna feel weird because when we throw, our left foot is usually out, but I like to have my right leg out because when I turn, it helps me feel the separation of upper half and lower half. I throw full speed, I need my bottom half to go first and then my upper half. If I do that, it's gonna allow me to get more power behind my throw. I put everything together so my hips and my chest and my arm go together, I'm losing power. So for those of you who shot put the ball, it's probably because everything is working together. If I go on my knee, I'm gonna go slow, making sure I have this U shape, so palms down, elbows up. I'm twisting so I can feel that separation. And then from here, I'm just nice and easily throwing a ball, making sure my arm is coming all the way down and I'm pulling that chest down. So remember, when we are warming up, we really don't want to be throwing 100%. We want to over-exaggerate some motions and stay really loose. If I'm not starting on my knees and I'm starting square to my partner, I'm going to make sure my feet are wider than my shoulders and I'm in my legs. From here, I'm starting square to my partner, I'm turning again into this U shape, so I'm here, and then I'm throwing, making sure chest is coming down and my arm is following. If you want to go knee and stand up square to your partner, that's fine. I kind of feel it does the same thing because you're feeling that twist and that turn, that separation. But again, if you want to do both, that's totally fine. Now, if you're standing, you want to make sure that your feet are wider than your shoulders and you're in your legs. I see this all the time, no matter where I'm doing a clinic. If girls are starting square to their partner, they're locked out in their legs, they're trying to throw, and they're stopping like this. Well, when you don't use your legs, you're losing power. But the other thing is you're all upper body, so you're putting a lot of stress on your shoulder, and that's when you get hurt. So really focus on getting in your legs, and when you throw, you're staying in your legs, you're pulling your chest down, and your arm is coming down. Do not throw and stop with your chest up, because again, we're short arming, we're putting stress on that shoulder. So after I'm on my knee, or after I'm square to my partner, or both, I'll do about 10 to 15 throws a piece. I then like to go normal, so I put a step into it. So I go right, separate, get into my U shape, and then I throw. When I throw, I want to over-exaggerate my motion. So as I'm getting to my U shape, I'm turning, I'm separating, my arm is coming down, dangling by my body while my chest goes down. So I want to finish with my chest over my front knee. Your partner's gonna be about 30 feet away to start. As you guys are throwing, you're slowly gonna move away from each other. And when I say slow, so you're not throwing like, okay, I'm gonna take 5 steps back. It's just your throw, maybe get a couple there, you're gonna move back a couple steps. Work your way back to about 90 feet. So from when you start to when you get to 90 feet, that should take you about 5 minutes. So once you get to 90 feet, you are then gonna do long toss. And now depending on your age, you may be able to move back more. I will link the video that I already did on long toss because there is a lot to it, but we wanna incorporate long toss because it strengthens our shoulder. I like to gradually increase the time with how long I'm throwing long toss. So let's say it's the first practice of the season, you might go about 1.5 minutes of long toss. After 2 to 3 weeks, you will then increase it to about 2 minutes. 2 to 3 weeks after that, 2.5 minutes. So for the parents, coaches, and players who are always asking, how can I get more power behind my throw? It's long toss. So eventually, I would like to be throwing long toss for about 4 minutes or so. After I'm done with long toss, I'm gonna make my way in, and once I'm about 15 feet away from my partner, I'm gonna be doing quick hands. So I like to end on quick hands because it gets my feet moving and it gets my transfers going. Quick hands, when you're receiving the ball, your glove foot should be hitting right when the ball's hitting your glove so you can get your feet under you quick. When you get your feet under you, you don't want big long steps, because if you're going really long with your steps, you're holding on to the ball too long. We want to replace our front foot with our back foot. If we do that, we're going to be able to get rid of the ball really quick. The other thing with quick hands, let the ball travel. You don't want to reach out, because then you have to bring it in and that wastes too much time. Let the ball travel, so you want to catch it when it's close to your chest, get your feet under you, throw. After you throw, you're going to backpedal just a couple steps to the start, and then same thing, 2 sets of 10 reps. So that's a great progression for practice. If you get to a game, the only thing I would say do differently is don't do long toss, just because it takes too long and we don't want to tire those arms out. And lastly, when you are warming up, make sure you're hitting your partner in the chest or in the general area, so you really need to focus on every single throw. With that, we always want to be loose, we always want to be over-exaggerating the motion, and then we're also not throwing really hard. Again, this is warm-up, you want to get that shoulder nice and loose.